In the heart of the bustling city, where dreams and despair collided, lived a man named Richard. Richard was a successful entrepreneur with a heart as cold as his business deals. He lived a lavish life in his penthouse, surrounded by opulence. However, despite his wealth, a sense of emptiness loomed over him. One fateful day, as Richard strolled through the city streets, he noticed a young homeless girl, Lily. Her eyes held stories of hardship, but there was a spark of resilience within her. Intrigued by the idea of filling the void in his life, Richard approached Lily with an unusual proposition. "I'll offer you a home, food, and security," he proposed. "In return, you'll play the role of my bride for a day. My mother is visiting, and I want her to believe I've found happiness." Desperation led Lily to reluctantly accept the offer. She found herself dressed in an extravagant gown, standing beside Richard in a fancy restaurant. The charade began, and for a moment, Lily felt a glimpse of the life she had only seen from afar. As they sat at a candlelit table, enjoying a meal that Lily could only dream of, Richard's mother entered the restaurant. She was a woman of refined taste, and her disapproving gaze met Richard's. "Mother, meet Lily, my bride," Richard announced, feigning a smile. The shock on his mother's face was palpable. She could not comprehend why her son, who had access to the finest circles of society, had chosen a homeless girl as his supposed bride. "I can't believe you'd stoop so low, Richard," his mother whispered sharply. Richard, ignoring his mother's disapproval, continued the charade, introducing Lily as if their love story was the epitome of romance. The more he spoke, the more his mother's shock turned into disbelief. Lily, though a pawn in Richard's game, couldn't help but feel a sense of empowerment. She played the part with grace, revealing a strength that transcended her circumstances. As the evening unfolded, Richard's mother struggled to accept the surreal situation. Yet, amidst the elaborate facade, a silent understanding passed between Lily and the woman who had seen both sides of life's spectrum. The charade ended as quickly as it began, and Richard escorted Lily back to the streets she called home. The penthouse and its luxuries faded away, but the memory lingered. In the aftermath, Richard's mother, with a mix of pity and understanding, confronted her son. She questioned the authenticity of his happiness and challenged him to reflect on the choices he had made. As for Lily, she returned to her life on the streets, forever changed by a day that had allowed her to glimpse a world she never thought possible. The unlikely encounter left both Richard and Lily with lessons they would carry, even as the city continued its relentless pace, where dreams and despair collided once more.